Welcome back to Deco Diva, your vintage haven for timeless home decor inspiration. Today, we're diving into the classic, layered world of Bunny Williams, a true icon in interior design. Her living room is a masterclass in traditional glamour, where vintage pieces mingle with comfort and elegance. In this exclusive tour, we'll explore 16 captivating sections of Bunny Williams' living room, from antique treasures and textural layers to curated lighting and architectural charm. Each space whispers stories of heritage and personal style, perfect for the vintage-loving soul. If you love classic interiors with a twist of luxury, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Let us know your favorite piece or styling tip from this video. We read every comment. As you enter Bunny Williams' living room, you're greeted with a graceful sense of arrival. A vintage console table grounds the space, topped with a mix of silver candlesticks and botanical prints in aged gold frames. The balance of scale and symmetry sets the tone for what's to come. Layered rugs create an immediate sense of texture underfoot. An antique Persian lies atop a neutral sisal, warming the space while adding depth. The worn patina of the rugs nods to decades of stories embedded in the fibers. Framed by archways and millwork, the entryway subtly leads you into the heart of the room. Bunny uses architectural bones to her advantage, always allowing the structure to guide the furnishings. The seating arrangement is quintessential Bunny, inviting yet structured. A vintage English roll-arm sofa anchors the space in a faded damask fabric, showing her signature love of soft patterns that age gracefully. She pairs this with skirted slipper chairs in velvet and a French boudoir, each piece from a different era yet unified by color and scale. It's curated comfort, built for conversation and elegance. nothing here feels matchy-matchy. The key is cohesion through tone and texture rather than identical shapes. Bunny shows us that great rooms are built over time, not bought in one shopping trip. Everywhere you look, there's a softness added by textiles, pillows, throws, and drapes that feel collected rather than coordinated. Bunny blends block-printed linens with needlepoint, mohair, and crisp cottons. These fabrics tell a tactile story. They provide contrast without chaos, bringing dimension to the room. Each pattern is carefully chosen to dance subtly with the next. A pair of vintage tapestry pillows on the sofa act like jewelry, bold, detailed, and rooted in history. They hint at European tradition while feeling completely at home in this American space. At the center of it all is a well-worn wood coffee table, rich in character. Covered in books, small objects, and a tray of cut crystal, it's a curated still life that reflects Bunny's passions. There's a wonderful mix of high and low here, an antique bronze figurine next to a flea market find, a baccarat ashtray beside a vintage matchbook. It's about contrast, not cost. Bunny always says a coffee table should tell your story, and hers certainly does. Each item invites closer inspection, as though you're browsing a personal museum of memories. Bunny Williams is known for mixing art periods with ease. Her living room walls showcase oils, engravings, and watercolors, all in antique frames with just the right amount of patina. The art is hung salon style in some areas, creating drama, while in others, a single commanding piece grounds the space. It's a balance of visual rhythm and restful space. She doesn't shy away from traditional themes, equestrian portraits, botanical studies, and classical busts, but she gives them life by pairing them unexpectedly. In Bunny's living room, lighting isn't just functional, it's deeply atmospheric. Table lamps, sconces, and candles work together to create a golden glow, no overhead lights in sight. Lampshades in pleated silk and parchment bring another level of texture, while brass and porcelain bases add historic charm. Every source of light has been thoughtfully placed for ambience. This is a room that shines at night, lit like an oil painting, soft, layered, and endlessly flattering. It reminds us that good lighting is the ultimate finishing touch. The fireplace is classic and commanding, a traditional mantel flanked by sconces and topped with an antique mirror. It's the heartbeat of the room, visually and emotionally. On the hearth, a small vignette of vintage andirons, a copper bucket, and neatly stacked firewood keeps the look organic, not overly styled. Functionality meets elegance. Bunny often decorates the mantel with layered art, candlesticks, and small vessels. The trick? Keep the eye moving and let the objects breathe. Floor-length curtains in a muted floral chintz frame the windows, adding softness and grandeur. Bunny is a firm believer that windows should feel dressed, not just covered. She often lines her curtains in contrasting fabric, a hidden detail that adds richness. Here, the lining is a soft ticking stripe that plays against the floral outer layer. The rods are iron with decorative finials, nothing flashy, just classic and grounding. It's these subtle, thoughtful choices that elevate every inch of the room. One of the most charming elements of Bunny's living room is how deeply personal it feels. Small collections, porcelain dogs, framed miniatures, carved boxes, populate every surface. These aren't just decorative, they're meaningful. Some are family heirlooms, others are travel mementos. Together, they tell a story richer than any one object could alone. Displayed in groupings of odd numbers and varied heights, the pieces look collected, not cluttered. It's a visual language that takes practice, but the payoff is soul. Throughout the room, Bunny uses antique accent pieces to break up the softness of upholstered furniture. A Georgian side table, a chinoiserie cabinet, and a Regency bench all lend presence. Each piece is chosen for its silhouette and patina. Nothing too shiny, nothing too new, just that warm, time-worn feel that only age can deliver. These antiques don't shout, they whisper. And that's what makes them so powerful in a room full of layered elegance. What Bunny does so well is infuse traditional design with a subtle sense of glamour. Gilded accents, fine silk cushions, and mirror-backed bookcases all add a hint of sparkle without overwhelming. It's never bling, it's grace. Gold leaf is used sparingly, and polished surfaces are softened by nearby textures. The effect is lived-in luxury. She often includes a touch of chinoiserie, a lacquer box or hand-painted screen, as a nod to her appreciation for global craft within a classic framework. The architectural bones of the room are as curated as the furniture. Molding details, ceiling coffers, and classic casings all contribute to a sense of timeless structure. Even the hardware, aged brass doorknobs and vintage window latches, has been carefully chosen to match the room's narrative. Nothing feels builder-grade or forgotten. Bunny often emphasizes the room's vertical lines with tall bookshelves or floor-to-ceiling drapery, creating a sense of height and elegance. Fresh greenery is a must in Bunny's world. In this room, you'll find cut branches in blue and white porcelain vases and flowering plants in hand-painted cash pots. These natural touches breathe life into the room. They add movement and imperfection, two things that bring a traditional space down to earth. Whether it's a bowl of fruit, a basket of pine cones, or a simple orchid, nature always finds a place in Bunny's designs. The room's color scheme is soft and sophisticated: creamy whites, mossy greens, pale golds, and muted blues. These tones don't scream, they settle in like a favorite sweater. Bunny uses color to calm, not excite. Her palette is rooted in history, often pulled from 18th century textiles and paintings. Even with all the layers, the room never feels busy. That's the magic of a consistent, restrained color story. It allows the textures and antiques to shine. We hope you enjoyed this tour of Bunny Williams' living room, a space that beautifully marries traditional glamour with vintage charm. Her design philosophy proves that a home can be both elegant and deeply personal. From layered textiles to collected art, every corner tells a story. And that's what we at Deco Diva love most: homes with soul, stories, and timeless beauty. If you found inspiration in today's video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your favorite moment from Bunny's living room. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.